Hello, we're back at the burn. I was supposed to be here last week, but it was otherwise postponed because there was bad weather, traffic, and my sat nav brought me to the wrong place. So we're here back at the burn, and I'm going making a video of the burn now. So what now? It's fine. So that's the burn over there. I just took a shot of these two here, and I'm just gonna take another shot on my digital camera. I took one on my film camera, so I'm just going to do one on my digital camera now. So basically the composition that I want here is that tree, those two rocks. There's a tree there, but I don't have it in the frame on the back of my camera, and very little sky, so it's going to kind of be like that. Just don't want that tree in it over there. So I have leading lines on the ground there running up into the mountain in the background. So, and I said f22 aperture priority, and I'm going to focus on that rock over there, that rock there. So just took that shot, so I'll show you that in a few minutes. I'll just give you a quick look around here at the burn. So it's limestone, isn't it? It's limestone. It's covered in natural limestone, but a couple of thousand years ago this used to be forest, believe it or not. And when the ice age came along, a couple of million years ago even, when the ice age came along, it pushed all the trees down into the ocean, and that's actual fact. Like, so it left the stone that was underneath all the forest land vacant, and it's still vacant to this day. So there's a bit of history there for you. So basically that's the burn. It's all stone, a couple of trees here and there. Doesn't look beautiful to look at now, but you can get some nice shots. So that shot, I'm just going to focus, stack that there. So I'm just going to focus in different areas and get different focus areas so that I can bring them all together in Lightroom, possibly Photoshop, depending on what, so that I can just have as much things in focus as possible for the shot. So my camera won't reach that tree there now, so I'm just gonna do that. And we're still at f20, so 1/40th of a second. So I'm in aperture priority on the camera there. This is a Canon 2000D because I didn't want to bring in the 1D today because it's too heavy. It's very heavy to be carrying around, but I will show you the Canon 1D one of the days. I just like this camera because it's nice and light. So we got lazy. We're not doing a massive hike today, so we drove the car up to the spot of the burn. So I'm just going to take this shot here. I'm just going to change my settings actually, because I'm going to go f8 ISO 100. I'm going to change into manual settings. See what I get here now. 1/800th of a second. 1/640th of a second actually. 4.5 ISO 100. I'm going to take that shot again and again. I'm going to stack that later on. Just going to capture this shot here with the flower and as my foreground. So I'm just going to do this handheld if I can. So I just need to lift my GoPro up here a little bit. Yeah. It's not in focus. I'm gonna go again. It's fine. Yeah. Check that one out if you want. So walking over the rocks of the Burren, this is what it's like. It's just so dry. Even after it rains, it dries pretty quick, because it's actually lashing here all week in Ireland, and it's bone dry now, like a couple of puddles here and there, but that's about it really. So that's what it's like here now, and there's a nice little tree there I might get a photo of. The one problem I have is the sun is directly above up there. I'll just take a photo anyway, but I'm not really a lover of the shot. Tree looks okay, but the shot is not great. Plus there's private property boundary there. There's like a little rope, so can't really be going into people's property just for a photo. The sun is up over here, look, just there. So probably be more like a silhouette. I'm going to change the aperture here to, I'm going to go f8. One 1/25 of a second. I don't think there's any point having too much sky in here, because there's actually beautiful leading lines here. And again, I'm just focusing on the bottom of the tree there. Take one or two shots, because I can stack them later and get nice colours out of them. There's lovely leading lines in this place for photos. There's a very little car parking space there. Like, my car is over there, and there's only enough room for 4 spaces. And then there's actually, because it's so preserved, such a preserved area, they can't touch it for a car park historically. So if you're coming here, you'd want to come here early. It is now 12 o'clock on a Saturday morning, and it's starting to get busy now. This time of year is pretty alright, but during the summer it is mental. You're just not getting the space. You can get buses up here, and bus tours, they have their own parking areas, I think, up here somewhere, but I think it's an awful lot of hiking when you get a bus. But when you drive yourself, you might be lucky, you might find a place. But as for like where we were now a few minutes ago was just down this way, and it's only walking, I'd say 15 minutes from where we were to up here. But yeah, there's like buses come up here and whatnot. Like, they're only small, they're not massive buses. As I said, a lot of hiking, so wear hiking boots, and this stuff is absolutely treacherous to walk on. It's not comfortable under your feet. It's, look, spiky, sticking out of the ground, so it's not for the faint-hearted. Like, don't be 75 years of age with a cane coming up here, like, so because you'll only get to a certain distance. So, yeah. See, where parking is limited. You can see around there, around the edge of that lake, there's like only like a couple of areas to pull in. So that's what I'm saying, and there's probably only enough space there for about 3 small cars. So if you're coming here, you want to get here early. This is just basically, this is actually a road, main road in Burren, and then there's not many people come up here, but a lot of locals and stuff, and a couple of tourists. But it's absolutely beautiful to look at. Like, it's nice to be out and about as well, and breathing in the fresh air, and you're not in the city with smog. I'm just going to head over this way, and I'll check back in a few minutes. This is probably the greenest part of the Burren, even though this is actually the main walking area to walk up from the main road. You come up here and there's a lake. I'll just show you around there. All the rocks, all the stone and limestone. I'm saying limestone, but I'm not 100%, so I could be wrong. I'm not a tour guide. So that mountain there is absolutely majestic looking. I think it's one of the best looking things I've ever seen in my life, and it's formed by ice from millions of years ago. So we're taking this trail today, this blue trail. There's a red trail and there's a green trail. Red trail brings you over that way, around it. You can go around that lake. The blue and green trail take you off to the right. So we're going to take the blue trail today. But the blue trail actually brings you up, believe it or not, up to the very tip top. We won't go on that way. We just want to get close enough to the mountain area there. We won't be going up it because she has asthma, so we won't really be going up it. Yeah, that's basically what it's like. The sparrows there are doing some mad flight plan. Yeah, so that's basically it. I'll tune in a few minutes when I try and find the photo that I want to take. I want to try and get past this lake because I was here before and I took photos of the lake. It's very hard to get a reflection here because the sky is always covered in clouds, so I can't get really a good reflection shot here. So I'll tune in a few minutes, and when we get probably to a better destination. Once you get past the initial starting area, you come down to this kind of walking area. It's not wheelchair friendly anyway, but it's a bit better than walking on those type of rocks back there that we were walking on a few minutes ago. So as you can see here, we're coming up to the red, blue and green trails, and it'll tell you which way to go. Probably all straight on. So yeah, and it is. So these walls are hand built by farmers actually, and they're maintained. They're maintained by people, local people. They're paid by the local councils to maintain them. Back now again, I'm just not really doing a massive hike now today. We're just having a look around because I actually wanted to come here last week, and it was cloudy. It was supposed to be raining. I wanted to come here in the rain, and believe it or not, but there was a lot of things went against us last week. So we're here today. It's overcast, 20 degrees, and it's not the type of weather I wanted. I wanted really dark clouds so I could get long exposure photography. Usually around this area the rain comes in from the west, so you might be able to pick and choose what way and what angles you get with your shots, or depending on the weather. You know, today is very mild, there's not even a breeze there, so yeah, so that's just basically it now. We're just walking, trying to find nice compositions and nice photos for ourselves. But, so yeah, so this is my composition in portrait orientation. So you can see it there on the back of the camera, a nice leading line up the path from this rock, up the path onto the big rock. And we googled it. It is, what is it? Limestone and
some other sort of stone.
Some other sort of stone.
I can't remember what it is. Sandstone or something?
Sandstone.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna photo stack this, but I'm actually gonna change my settings here for a second. And we'll just this on a 2-second timer. I'm gonna focus on that rock down the bottom there. I have a neutral intensity filter on. So I'm just gonna try and do this before people come, because they're literally walking up my back now.
Hello. Steroids.
So that's pretty much it there for that composition. So we'll leave it there at that for a minute. We're back on the trail again, and I spotted something I want to photo, but it's around these trees. It's a tree, but getting to it now is going to be a bit of a struggle. So it's one of those trees that looks like it was blown around the place in the wind. So I'm going to just try and get over to it over here. Hopefully I'll be able to get to it. It's over there. It's blending in there with the bushes at the back. So it's just there, straight in front of me, but I kind of want to see, can I get it into some sort of frame. So I'll tune in a minute when I get there, if I can get there. I'm almost there. That's the tree there. It is quite possible to get to it, and to get nice leading lines now off of those rocks over there, I think, pointing back up here onto the mountain. And there's a nice rock formation there as well. There's another one there that's pointy. There's a rock formation beside it. I really want to get that tree into a frame. So there's nothing really there. I'll have a look around and I'll get back to you in a minute. So this is basically what I've come to photo. I'm going to do this handheld because it's very rocky. I can't really get the mountain in the background from where I'm standing at the moment, but we're at 160 at f8, 100 ISO. Now I'm basically putting the big rock down on my left hand corner of the frame. The tree is pretty much bang on in the middle, and the other rocks are just leading out of the frame then. So I'll just take this. I might take a few shots of this and stack it. This is nice there's nice browns and greens, and I want to try and get as much colour out of the photo as possible. So, and this is going to be handheld. So I'm about 24-25 mil. So I have a small rock at the bottom as well, but I'll put it in or leave it out, that's the question. I'm going to try and leave it out. This makes no sense to have it in there. And I forgot to turn off my 2-second timer. So this is 50mm lens, f1.4. We're at f8, 1/60th of a second. So should be pretty close enough there. Let's see if you can see it on the screen there. The screen is very dull on this, but yeah, just gonna turn off my 2-second timer here now for a second, and I want to go over here and see, can I get that tree in the mountain, and try and figure out, can I get a nice leading line, something in it to try and get a nice composition. Okay, I'll be back in a minute because I have to go walking again. So I'm just scouting around looking for a good composition, trying to get some separation of that tree and the background, which is kind of tough because I'll just check it on the camera. Let me see. I have right where I'm standing here now nice leading lines, and it might be a bit hard to separate this tree, so what I might do is come back a little bit and put on my Tamron 70-300 and zoom in from afar and compress the image, as opposed to having the 50 on and trying to take the shot from there. So if I come back here, I might have nice leading lines here, and the mountain then will lead you out of it. So that looks good. So I'm just going to get set up. I'll be back in a minute. So set up here, 70-300 as I said. I'm going to compress this image. I'm going to focus on the ground. I have to hold the camera because the weight of the lens is actually, I'm just going to shoot this at f5, 1/160th of a second, ISO 100. I'm not really too much, but my hand is there, you see, so I need a fast frame so that I don't get it foggy. So I'm going to just change this to 2-second timer, try my best. The weight of the lens is pulling down the camera, so if I leave it go, it's going to start sliding. I just want to get the tree in focus here actually. Just take my hand off it there for a second. There's a what you call it, dragonfly beside me. It's big enough, but anyway, I'm just going to focus on this ground here. I'm going to focus stack this as well because it is a rather nice image. I have to kind of hold the camera steady for a minute because the weight of the lens is pulling down. So I'm just going to, I focused on the top of the tree, so I'm just going to focus on the top of the rocks around there, if you can see, just above the camera. And then I focused already on the bottom, so hopefully when this comes out it'll be beautiful because the tree is absolutely amazing. So hopefully you can see it there on the back of the camera. So I focused here on the foreground, the top rock, focused on the bottom and the top of the tree. So the mountain is always going to be kind of slightly out of focus. This is 70-300 and I'm at about, where am I? I'm actually at 70 on it, so yeah, a lot of compression there on that image, so hopefully it'll work out. Okay, so I have the same composition, just in landscape. On the back of the camera it might be a bit hard to see now, but I'm just going to level, try my best to level this tripod while the camera's still on it. And there's a nice image there. Just got there's a rock beside it as well, and the way the mountain, the frame of the mountain goes back, kind of leans up to the right. So I'm gonna just take that there. I want that rock in focus. So if you don't know what image stacking is, image stacking is just basically taking photos of the same image multiple times and then stack them together then in Photoshop, and you can, when you stack them together, whatever you've focused, when they actually stack together, you get all focused, all the photo focused. The areas of interest that are you want to focus, like we'll just say there's a rock there, there's a tree there, there's nothing here really. But what I'll show you, what I usually do with photos like this in a second now, and the just take that off 10 seconds there, because I don't need 10-second timer. It's 2-second timer is actually after, but because I'm just going to focus here on the ground, so I want all this grass, the tree, all in focus. So I'm going to, I picked 3 points now, so I'm going to pick this point as my last point, that was my second one, the tree, and the rock was the first one. So I want all this in focus. Because this is mountain range, I don't necessarily see the need of it being in focus, and I've only a tiny little bit of sky then on the top, and so when I focus stack that, then it's actually going to be wider. I'm shooting it in RAW, so I can get out as much information as I possibly can out of the 3 photos. So JPEG, you won't be able to recover as much information. So everything that I shoot is RAW, so that I can get all the colours out of the grass in the shot here, and the tree. Now the tree is only green and brown, but there's like browns and purples in the grass. So that's basically what that shot is. And here it is. I'll show you now in 2 seconds. So I'll just tell you before I go over there. I bent down there to put away my camera, and there was a white spider. I never in my life saw a white spider on my leg, because if I talk about spiders now, opposite of her, she'll freak out and want to go home. But the I have no idea. I never saw a white spider in my life. Big fat back. Oh, there he is there. What type of spider is he? He was just on my leg 2 minutes ago, and I was like, he is so weird. I never in my life saw a spider like it. Where'd he go? I have to drop him down. He dropped down there, look. Let's see if I can get a shot of him. I don't know if I can now, but he keeps jumping. I don't know if he's jumping or is he just too fat and clumsy. Yeah, he was just on my leg a minute ago, and I was like, get rid of him. I don't like spiders. I hate them. Anything that's that size that can kill you is freaks me out. I just don't like spiders, but it won't deter me. But it will deter Martina, not me. But, Yeah, so if anyone knows what type of spider that is, let me know, because I haven't a clue and I don't like them. Not that I really care, like, but anyway, if you're into arachnids, let me know what type of spider he is. Just as I'm walking back there, I spotted this shot, so I'm just going to take this handheld, frame it up in such a way that I have rocks in the bottom right corner, this rock right in the middle, and the mountain about 2/3 of the way into the frame. I'm at apertures f5 1/320th of a second, ISO 100. So I'm just gonna shoot them. I'll stack them again later on, but it looks actually great. That's pretty much what you're looking at there. So I have this rock over here, this one right in the middle, and the mountain in the background, about three quarters of the way up into the frame. So, back on the trail. Love these trees. I'm going to go back here for 1 second. I'm going to get a photo of this tree. I have 18-55 on my camera, Canon camera. I'm just going to frame this rock on the bottom right, tree in the middle. Turn on my camera. 1/500th of a second, ISO 100. And Martina walked straight into the shot. The joys of it. Anyway. Don't get ahead. So I just took this shot 2 seconds ago in portrait mode, like that, looking down onto the lake in the burn. There's a dead tree back there. I thought I had the GoPro recording, but it wasn't recording. I have these rocks in the foreground leading down into that tree in the middle, and then just looking over the lake and the mountain in the background. So I'll show you that image now as well in a minute. I'll just come over this way just for a second to see can I see is there any nice photos over here. Just gonna do handheld one here again. I'm on the 18-55 lens. Step over here a little bit. I want to get as much of this rock in here as possible. There's a small little stick there. I don't want that in the image. So I just want these rocks as a leading line. I'm going F8. Just going to center straight down the middle. I don't want much cloud, so I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So she's over there doing Duolingo. So that's a nice image. I'm just going to walk around here and see can I spot anything different. There's so much potential here that people don't know about. Like, it's just unbelievable. Like the rock formations, grass, the lead lines, trees are mental here. Like, they look like they've been withered and blown to pieces, and over years and years of hard weather, and it's just amazing here. Like like nearly every 2-3 steps you take, there's another composition. Like, it's absolutely amazing. There's another rock wall over there. You can go up along that mountain, up along there. You can go back down along that way. You can go over there around the lake. You can walk around the lake. It's just beautiful, like it's amazing. I wanted to come here last week when the weather was pretty bad, as I said, and I wanted to get long exposures. I can't get it today because the sun is too bright. But we will come out another day. I'll probably come out myself though, because there's some things there that she can't do health-wise. So hello. Sorry about the end of the video there. Basically the GoPro just kind of died on me. It gave me no warning. There was no battery indicator bip on it for some reason. Anyway, I just want to talk about a few things there that I want to get into in the next couple of weeks. I'm hoping to have more content up in a few weeks and get a couple of more videos up on YouTube. As it comes with video editing, I'm not going to be going into video editing because it's not what I'm after. I'm after setting up basically a photography channel. I'm not here to do production videos for people. I just gonna video myself as I walk along, and that's it. And then I'm just gonna stick it into a quick edit and I'm putting it up. I'm not going into video editing at all whatsoever. I have no interest in it. I just want to do my own photography. So it's just going to be raw footage basically, and it'll be cut and clipped and whatever. Out and about when I'm walking around, and you can hear this kind of grinding noise with my GoPro. It's something got to do with the things touching my GoPro when it's on my chest, on the chest plate. It's so it's kind of annoying, I know it is, and I'm going to try and get a microphone, a proper microphone. I have a microphone there, but it's no good. It's a cheap Amazon thing, and it's just no good. I'm going to try and get a Rhodes one. In the next couple of months, I'm going to try and get more film photography up and running. I'm big into film photography. I built my own dark room out the back of my house. When I do my own film photography, it's mostly 35mm. I have 35mm rangefinder cameras, SLR cameras, point and shoot cameras. I have Brownie box cameras, 120. I have digital cameras. All my digital cameras actually at the moment are Canon. So it's not that I'm Canon based or whatever you want to call it. It just happens that I have Canon cameras. I have Minolta cameras. I have other makes there in cameras. So closer to the end of the year, I want to start and build my own large format camera. So maybe 4x5 or 8x10 or something like that. I am actually a welder and fabricator by trade. Due to ill health, I can't do that anymore, hence why I'm doing photography. So anyone that knows me knows about my health basically. So yeah, so I have lots of things planned for the up and coming future. So you might see some of it by the end of this year, and then next year then I'm hoping to get into drone photography. So I see lots of drone work around. I do like it. Not so much a pilot, but I just want to get into it. And again, like all my stuff is like either second hand or cheap new. So my GoPro second hand. The only camera that I ever bought that was brand new was a Canon 2000D, and that got me into photography. And from there, then everything else has been either second hand or thereabouts. So so I'm looking to not move more into the film photography, but I do like digital, but it's getting to a stage where it's getting boring because it's just routine. But then after that, then I'm going to I'm going to show you definitely next year, not this year, my dark room, and how I operate in it, because I'm literally learning. So I'm learning how to do that and get that up. I have it up and running, but it's just I'm basically learning how to teaching myself how to do the dark room myself. I'll do reviews on products that I use in the dark room. I'll do reviews on film that I use. It's just, excuse me, I'm going to do reviews on cameras and gear, and I don't, and can anyone answer me? I have a GoPro and it records for 5 minutes and then it shuts down. I have no idea what the hell is going on there. Also, if I leave the battery in it and I don't turn it on, it automatically comes on and starts recording, or else it takes photos. It does its own thing there, like I have no idea. It's a GoPro Hero 7 Black. It just automatically does things, and I've checked settings and everything on it, and I've turned off the majority of things. But if anyone actually knows what that's about, will you please let me know, because it's actually very head wrecking, because I go in to record something, my battery's gone dead. You know, I have 2 batteries for it, and then I go to record something and my battery's gone dead. It's kind of annoying. But anyway, if you like the content of my channel, that's fine. Thanks a million for watching and liking and whatever, and subscribing. And if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. So yeah, thanks a million anyway. And if you want to follow me, I'm on Instagram and Facebook as well, both under the same name at Memory Log Photography. So yeah, so if you want to watch away and join whatever, and if you want to talk, if you want to ask questions about photography or anything, if I can help in any way, shape or form, I will. So that'll be great. Thanks a million. Like and subscribe anyway. Okay, thank you. Goodbye.